Hello everyone and welcome back to DORIAN'S world. Today I'm going to be reacting to the just released Dog Man official movie trailer, and honestly I'm super excited to see what it's like because I have obviously been a Dog Man YouTuber for so many years now, and I have been waiting for this moment for ages. So I'm so excited to get started. Let's watch it now. Oh yeah, look at Sarah. Oh, Dog Man in that unleashed position. Come on now. Look how beautiful that animation is. I love that style. Oh, we see the bomb, Greg the dog, and Officer Knight. So it looks like it covers the original origin story from book 1. Okay. Wow, it looks beautiful. It really exceeded my expectations there. Of course, that OG joke from book 1. Come on now. We see Nurse Lady. So maybe a little bit morbid when you really think about it for a children's book, but in my opinion, it's perfect. Awesome. Wow, Dog Man truly looks better than ever. Come on now, okay. We see Sarah and Chief. Chief looks pretty cool as well. DreamWorks animation. Oh, look at Petey's lab. I love that. Whoa, I think Pete Davidson is gonna kill it as Petey. Wow, Petey looks... I love to see Petey as a villain again, because obviously in the books he's turned into a good guy. Wow, look at that little squirrel tank thingy. Oh, look at the wall. If we go back. Wait, 1 minute. There it is. Look at that wall, guys. So we can see some things related to Petey, but I see some Flippy there. I see the little evil mayor from book 1, so that actually makes me pretty interested. I'm going to press resume now, but we're definitely going to talk about that once the trailer ends. Wow, Dog Man looks amazing. I think Dog Man is probably the best looking character in this movie so far. Wow. This trailer is really giving like Captain Underpants movie vibes, but in like a new, modern way. Look at Petey right there. Part dog, part man, and I'm guessing all hero is to come. There we go. Okay, oh, we see that little machine from book 1, from like literally the first chapter in book 1. And there we see Chief and Dogman. What are they looking at? Some security cameras. Oh. And then Petey passes through right when Dogman is distracted. Who would have thunk, as Dave Pilkey says in his books. That's funny. We're going to have a lot of those Dogman antics in this book. And okay, there's like the cast list of a couple actors, or a couple voice actors, I should say. That's funny. So, wow. Where do I even begin with this trailer? Honestly, to start off, I just want to say that the movie looks great. It's not exactly the same style as like the Captain Underpants movie, but it is similar in like a more modern way. But regardless, I think that this movie looks great. The characters look fresh, they look great. I feel like they really translated well from the pages and Dave Pilkey's style to the big screen. Speaking of Dave Pilkey's style, I think that DreamWorks really captured the energy and the weirdness and the wackiness and all the best parts of Dave Pilkey's art style, and they translated it onto the big screen perfectly. One thing that I'm super excited about is seeing how all the voice actors are gonna play their parts as characters. Obviously, Dog Man doesn't have a voice actor because he doesn't speak, which I'm really happy they didn't make him talk. But I'm super excited to see how Petey is played out by Pete Davidson. I didn't really expect this to happen from the get-go, but I feel like Pete Davidson's really going to put an extra dimension into this character. We're going to see a new type of Petey, but in all the best ways. But regardless, I'm not disappointed with that casting choice. I think Chief is also pretty well casted. I think Sarah also sounds pretty good. At least they got the Australian accent on point. And who else? We saw Nurse Lady, nothing wrong with her. And yeah, I think the character department is pretty good. Speaking of which, when I was looking at the cast list, I also noted that Little Petey and Grandpa are listed under the characters. So when I saw this trailer, it's pretty obvious that the plot is gonna focus on book 1, but this really eases my nerves for a minute because I thought that there was going to be zero Little Petey in the movie, which was like my main concern. So seeing Little Petey on the cast list means that he's gonna appear in the movie. I also said that I saw Grandpa on the list, and I'm gonna be kind of interested to see how that pans out, because we obviously saw Chief's bulletin board where we saw Petey, Flippy, and the little, what's her name, the mayor from book 1. So that is 3 villains right there, plus Grandpa. So if Grandpa does end up in the movie, it's gonna be an interesting dynamic to see the 4 of them actually, and how they play around with each other, and of course little Petey being added on as well. So yeah, it looks like this movie is going to focus on book 1 for the most part, but we are going to see a lot of elements come in from the later books as well. One more thing that truly surprised me was seeing Dave Pilkey listed as the writer for this movie. And if IMDb.com is accurate with this one, then I am so happy about that. Whenever a book is adapted into a movie, there are always all those people who talk about how they weren't faithful to the book, they didn't represent the series the right way, all that stuff. But in this case, there shouldn't be any of that criticism at all, because the author of the actual books is the one who wrote the movie. So he's the man who chose which elements from the series he's gonna put into the movie. So I'm super happy about that. Probably my favorite thing out of all the details that was revealed. And I know that there's going to be a lot of old Dog Man fans watching this who probably haven't read any of the books in a couple of years, and I feel like this movie is really going to reignite a lot of nostalgia that fans have had. Obviously, if you haven't been reading Dog Man, we almost have the 13th book coming out. So Dog Man Big Jim Begins is the 13th book in the series. It releases on December 3rd, 2024. We also have a Dog Man video game coming out for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, Nintendo Switch. It's called Dog Man Mission Impossible. And of course, we have this movie on the way. So honestly, I know that a lot of people are going to be coming back to the series, and when they see that there's a movie, a series, a video game, and then all the other merchandise that comes around it, it's going to be a bit of a shock. But obviously, it's super cool to see this trailer come out, because this was such a long wait, but it was truly worth it. I just want to say that Dog Man has truly marked such a big part of so many of our childhoods, and seeing this book series be adapted into a movie, into a video game, and into such an amazing thing is really a special sight to see. Obviously, we all started reading these books at the library, in our school classrooms, and now watching this on the big screen in theaters is going to be one very special moment. So all in all, this trailer did not disappoint us one bit. The movie looks fantastic, and while the wait for January 31st is going to be longer than ever, potentially longer than the wait that we had for 4 years until this trailer, it's going to be worth it. This trailer did not disappoint, and I know that the movie won't either. And if you're feeling nostalgic for your childhood, then Dog Man is a huge cornerstone of it for a lot of us. So if you love Dog Man, subscribe to this channel right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and Dog Man is go.